Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Isle of Man in the UK. This is John and Mike's MMA Corner.
Okay, the 125 division in Shamrock FC is getting another matchup. We've got Dustin Kramer versus Dillion Talbot. Now, Dustin, your last outing against Mr. Isaac Badger, you came away with a submission victory. Now, getting the finish in the flyweight division it's always a good thing, because usually in flyweight divisions, in flyweight matchups, they're very tight because the guys are so quick and agile, and you get a few decisions in the flyweight division. Getting that finish, getting that pro win. Do you feel like that kind of, let's say that kind of weight off your shoulders out of the way? You feel a bit more relaxed now coming up to this fight with Dillion?
Yeah, definitely. It was good to get back in the cage back in January and get that win. I was coming off my first loss as a pro, so it was definitely good to get in there and get that bad taste out of my mouth from that loss and get back in the winning ways. But yeah, definitely, back on the winning side of things. I got that 3-1 pro record. I've got that one loss, but not letting that bother me. That just not going to take any more of them now. So just going to have to go and take care of business against Dillion.
Well, I was going to say, tasting that kind of defeat probably kind of helped in a way to drive you to not let that happen again. It probably fed that fuel in the fire, so to speak, and you just kind of went, right, that is it now. I'm not letting that happen again. Anyone who comes in my way, I'm absolutely going to go and destroy. So with your training then, and to make sure stuff like that doesn't happen, what is it you're doing then to keep yourself from losing? Because you're going against Dillion, who he's 2-2 as a pro. He's on a 2-fight win streak, and you'll have to obviously be on point when you get matched up, when you go against each other.
Yeah, I think that I started off my pro career 2-0, and that was following about I think 7 straight wins to finish my amateur career. So I hadn't lost it in several years, and I think I was kind of starting to get to I was getting a little comfortable with my training, and I hadn't lost in several years, and you kind of get into that mindset. It's like, well, it's not broken. Why are you going to fix it? So that loss I had, it was actually last May. I was able to kind of take a few steps back and just evaluate how things are going, and I switched up a whole lot of things in my training camp. It's the way that I train, and I feel like it helped me get some of that drive back. Tasting defeat for the first time in a long time. I don't like that, right? So it definitely has it brought some of the passion back into my training, and I feel like it's just I feel night and day different between where I'm at right now and where I was at a year ago. Where I was at a year ago is like starting to feel like sport. Maybe it is about time for me to pass the move on kind of thing. And now I feel like it just kind of, like I said, it lit that fire under me again. And now I'm really excited to go in and train every night again. Get that excitement back. It's done wonders for my my training as a whole. And I think that when I go in and fight here in 2.5 weeks, I'm just going to be. I think that's definitely going to show. I'm going to be I'm in the best shape of my life. Everybody's going to see that going in, and I'm just going to be a very explosive fighter in there and going to look for that finish.
Well, yeah, you got the finish last time. I'm sure that you are wanting to just keep that momentum going as well. You see, like you said, when you get the momentum going, it's a great kind of wave to ride when you go into the fights. And when that's the thing. Like you said, you had such a long win streak. Sometimes in complacency, because we're humans, that's the thing. We are human beings at the end of the day, and sometimes being humans on natural instinct, sometimes we just get distracted in the sense of what's happening, and we are just we're built to slip up. We make mistakes, and the frustrating thing is sometimes you can have a fight camp where you make no mistakes, and you go into a fight and you can't make anything go right. Everything goes wrong, kind of thing. You can't get anything to happen. It's just the way the game is. And I suppose with your training, mate, you're probably in that mindset now where you're just ready to really get your name out there on the not just a regional scene, but kind of almost global in a way, so people start talking about you as like this prospect flyweight to keep an eye out for. He's going to, and you obviously 2016 is your goal to make that statement.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm right there. I see all the, you've got the UFC guys out there, flyweights across, all the national organizations, and I see them fight. I don't see a ton of difference between them and myself. I think I can compete with them. So, the only way to make that happen is just, keep my head down, keep grinding, keep doing the things that I need to do to make myself a better fighter day in and day out. And then, on fight night, just go out and, go out and do what I've been practicing to do what I've been training to do, and go have those good performances. And, people are going to start taking notice. So, I think I'm right there. Just like you said, I think a couple more wins, get this win against Dillion, I think that will really put my name, up to the top of Shamrock's list. I feel like I should be right there for at least a title contention spot. Give me that number one contender spot is what I'm looking for. Win that Shamrock flyweight title, and then, take it for, just like you said, get my name out there, keep putting on exciting fights, and, people are going to take notice.
Well, that's the thing. Exciting fights is what people remember. People remember guys that even if you went to a decision, if you put on a hell of a fight, people remember you. But if you turn into like Gerard Rosholt and you just want to hug people on the ground and you don't make the fight enjoyable, that it doesn't stimulate the general consensus, and that's just the thing. So if you're putting those exciting fights on, it spreads, goes viral, especially like if you finish a fight in a certain way. You've seen it yourself, how there's like local, regional fight where, there's probably only maybe a couple hundred people in the crowd, but that fight and the way the fight was won, and it goes viral, that person then, they've got themselves like a brand in a way, they've sold themselves in a way, so next time they go on a card or somewhere, it sticks and people remember, and it's a good thing to do. So you're on the right track with what you want to do. You mentally as well, you've got that mindset, you're thinking the right way to go, and going for that, like you say, that strap at Shamrock FC. Jesse's a guy who listens, and he listens to his fighters, and if you keep doing what you're doing and you push for it, he will listen, and he will probably try to set that up, as long as you keep winning exciting fights. And I know they've got that agreement, so to speak, with Bellator, where you get the contract stuff, but I don't think they have a flyweight division in Bellator at the moment. I say at the moment because you never know with Scott Coker. He is a shrewd businessman, but there's other promotions out there, like Titan FC have got a flyweight division, which would be an ideal kind of place to kind of transition to.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like really the sky's the limit. The ever expanding, mixed martial arts divisions. They didn't have flyweight for the longest time in the UFC either, and then all of a sudden, they bring some guys in, and it's an up and coming division. So you never know if Bellator might be a similar kind of thing, but wherever it goes, I obviously the goal right now, I've got to go and beat Dillion Talbot.
Yes.
After that, after I beat Dillion Talbot May 28th, then we'll look and see what's next. I think Shamrock's been taking care of me so far, so not really looking to make any changes just yet, but really that ultimate goal, I'm hoping, by the end of the year to find myself in that title fight for them, and then take it from there wherever the opportunities are.
Yeah.
Just like you said, just keep winning those exciting fights, and the right opportunities will present themselves.
They will indeed, and that is the great thing about Shamrock FC, the way they will look to match you up as well with guys that will bring that kind of fight out to the pair of you. They've obviously looked at you and they looked at Dillion. They said these two together will make a fight that will entertain the fans, and I'm sure they'll keep doing it with yourself and even Dillion after this. The pair of you will keep going. And the flyweight division, I think Demetrious Johnson, his dominance and the way he fights, it actually does it puts eyes on the weight class, because people are looking at the likes of yourselves and thinking, right, who is the next star in that lightweight and that flyweight division? Because Demetrious Johnson's going to be there a little while, but for yourself, probably by the time you get to the UFC, which maybe could be a couple of years where get enough fights under your belt. Depends on how things go with getting matched up. Let's say hypothetically you win your fights. You could be at maybe late 2017, maybe 2018. Demetrious Johnson, he might have retired by then. He might have just went, look, I've done everything. I can't do anything more. That's me. I'm gone. Cashing out. I've got my brain cells, and that's me done. And people are looking right now at this division for future stars. So it's a good time to be doing what you're doing and getting that kind of, that momentum going with your name.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of cut out there at the end. I don't know. I kind of missed the last part.
Oh, I was just saying it's a good time to be, because there's so many eyes are on the future superstars of the flyweight division that you should be as well. Like, you should be doing what you're saying, get those exciting wins, and your name will start to catch like wildfire, definitely, because Demetrious Johnson is the king now, and he's going to be a king for a little bit, but people are looking at likes of you and Dylan as the future guys to come up, and they'll be keeping an eye on you right now. Everyone will have tabs on flyweight guys right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a great point. Demetrious Johnson and all those guys are up there paving the way now. I really like seeing what Demetrious Johnson's doing in the flyweight division too. He's not just going and beating people. I mean, he's up there stopping people.
Yeah.
Just like what you said a few minutes ago. People want to see exciting fights. People want to see finishes, and that was kind of a knock on in the division that a lot of people have had and still do. As they say, flyweights can't finish fights, but you see Demetrious Johnson up there knocking people out.
Yeah.
So maybe some people are so at this division. Fighters are so fast, so technical. Maybe you don't see as many, but we do still have knockout power.
They do, yeah.
We still can't finish fights. So just keep grinding, man. And we're. Those flyweights, we're not going away, man. We're just gonna keep improving, just like everyone else. So.
You are indeed. There's been John Dobson was putting people to sleep. Demetrious Johnson was tapping people out, submitting. Joseph Benavidez was finishing people. People who just don't pay enough attention. They're not smart enough. I am a little bit of an MMA geek, so that doesn't probably help. But for the general fan, they need to open their eyes. And just look, you're going to put a hell of a fight against Dylan. I know it's going to be a great fight. I know that I love the flyweight division. That is like my little that's my crush. I have a crush on the flyweight division because I love the dudes in it. I love the way the guys fight. I always try to support and embrace flyweight division fighters. You look, it's going to be a hell of a fight. Shamrock FC always do good cards. For people who want to join up and follow you, Dustin, like follow your kind of journey and your career, how can they join you, man? What's your social media out there that you've got so people can jump on with your kind of research, your surge? Sorry, mate.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook. Find me on Facebook just under Dustin Kramer, and then Dustin Cool Breeze Kramer. So you find me on Twitter. It's @coolbreeze_MMA.
Sweet, get on. I'll put a link on the description below when you're listening, folks. What about sponsors? Anyone helping you out sponsor wise?
I'm working with the Happy Shirt Company, and then another design company. It's they do card design.
Sweet.
I'll make sure to put it out there on Twitter for everybody to take a look.
Exactly. Stick it out there. Give them a shout out. And what about, last but not least, tell us where your gym is, who coaching you. Thanks to the coaches. Thank the guys who train with you, who beat the shit out of you, basically, so they get you ready for the fights. Give them all a shout out, man.
Yeah, definitely. Most of my training camps going through American Top Team HD over with Jason High and LC Davis. They run a great gym over there. Long time jiu-jitsu student, martial arts students under Steve Crawford with American Jiu-Jitsu. He brought me up in the MMA game, and just to keep carrying that going forward. Training partners, I got a whole slew of them over there at American Top Team HD. We've got Jacob and Rossio Escobar, Sharky Sliders getting ready to fight here on the 21st. Chuka Willis, Jeff Molina, they're all on that victory card out at the Topeka, Kansas Expo Center. It's going to be a great show. But yeah, man, we got a whole crew of us. There's a bunch of young up-and-coming pros coming through American Top Team HD. So if you haven't heard about us yet, then you're definitely going to hear that at that gym.
I was going to say, I'm looking forward.
Jason High coming up, about to fight for the the 155 contender, number one contender for the strike for, or I'm sorry, the World Series of Fighting Championship.
Yes, you do
Number one
indeed.
contender for it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing new names. I always look forward to new prospects and exciting talents. And the way you talk, it's good to hear that there's guys at your gym for people to look out for. Love it, man. Have a great time, Dustin. Have a great fight. Enjoy your weekend with Shamrock FC. And 2016, just enjoy the whole year, man.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.